to be called your Rookie of the Year. But greatness isn't achieved overnight. Scrap earned his spot on the Toronto Ultra roster after proving his worth with an impressive run, leading the Ultra Academy NA team in the 2022 season. The 2023 season kicked off with Scrap and his teammates getting a top 4 placement at Major 1. Not good enough. The journey to Boston seemed promising. But as fate would have it, Toronto Ultra stumbled again, placing 6th at the season's second major. At Major 3, it clicked. Scrap silenced the doubters, leading and pushing his teammates to the grand finals in a hostile environment.
They don't contest in time, and Ultra takes it!
They claimed victory over the Texas home team at Major 3.
Toronto, they clutch up into control.
That performance cemented Scrap as the Major 3 MVP.
Come on!
Returning home to Toronto for Major 5, he electrified the arena, the crowd feeding off his undeniable energy. And now, Scrap finds himself here, on the biggest stage, ready to take on whatever comes his way. From an unknown contender to a force to be reckoned with.
It's over. Scrappy puts them to bed!
Scrap has risen to the top ranks of CDL stardom, a torchbearer for the modern era of Call of Duty, illuminating the path for others to follow in his footsteps on a journey to CDL immortality.
It's Ultra with the dub!
Proof that dreams can become a reality. Congratulations to your CDL 2023 Rookie of the Year, Scrap!
Scrap took home the Rookie of the Year honors and was also in the top 5 for voting of season MVP. He did not get that award, though. It went to a player on the other side of the stage tonight. It's time to revisit the award from yesterday. Our season MVP went to Hydra. The Frenchman is officially the best player in Call of Duty in 2023.
It's Father's Day today, and I am feeling like a proud father right now. To see his hard work pay off, to see the risk he took moving to a country that he didn't have any friends, didn't speak the language, and then to see the success he's had. It's now 3 tournament wins. He's fighting for his 4th and a ring in just his, second and a half season, basically. Yeah. Nameless, what do you think is why he's so good?
I mean, I'm perfectly honest with you. I think it's the system, right? I mean, this team, they believed in him. When you talk about the New York Subliners, everybody was on their case after last year with the roster moves that they made. Why are we believing so much into Hydra? Does he know how to play this game? Well, they figured it out. The right coaching staff, the right team, the right players around him, and now Hydra's finding so much success. As an individual, he's learned how to speak a different language. He's gotten better at search and destroy. He's now the best at it in the world. He's unbelievable.
Allie, every time you're doing your notes, I see you bust out the highlighter and you strike his numbers. Let's revisit some of the digits the Frenchman dropped on us. Paco, always dropping bombs.
Because it's just insane. Like, the fact that Hydra is able to put up these numbers all season long as an average and then continuously get better as the season went on. We touched on it yesterday. There's just no ceiling in sight for him right now. He's continuously learning. He's literally like a sponge. Clearly the environment, something is going right in the New York Subliners camp, because this guy in 3 seasons already has an MVP, 2 tournament wins, 3 event wins, and possibly looking for a ring today.
Looking for a 4th event win, and it would be the biggest event of all time. We've got it going down here in Las Vegas, COD Champs 2023, and we've got the biggest players in the game. If you don't have your collection started yet, get in on the action right now with our friends at Upper Deck. They're up there on the concourse. Get your picture taken, and if you're not here, scan that QR code. You can get in with your cards at home right now. It's not just the cards. We got the gear as well. Allie, where do they pick it up?
You can go to shop.callofdutyleague.com. Look like some of your favorite players on main stage by getting yourself a jersey and get dripped out for the rest of the weekend.
Las Vegas, give me your energy, because we're going to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are kicking off the championship of the 2023 season. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Max, and I'm from New York. Detroit rappers.
This looks like the Little Mermaid.
Tridents.
Yeah, Tridents. We're gonna go with
The
Tridents.
Miami Tridents.
Chicago Blue Huskies. I've seen this before, but I don't know what it stands for. I don't know, Air Force.
Yeah, it's not.
AF. Something as right? I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, Los Angeles Scripts.
What?
I don't know.
The LA Scripts, bro.
Scripts.
That is LA, California, baby, West Coast, lots of sports, lots of love. Just the LA sports team.
Yeah, that's a Boston Bullseyes. I like that answer. The Boston Bullseyes for sure.
Boston Bullseyes.
Boston Bullseyes.
The
Radiation.
I was gonna say like the area for
Area 41. What's the 41? Let's say alien place.
Is that what it's called? Area
I don't know.
41? I have no idea. Is that what it's called?
Area 41.
The Area 41 aliens. Yep.
This one's giving me seizures. San Diego seizures.
What? The Phoenix Target.
The Los Angeles Purple Fighters.
Goat head. Some of the farmland. Town.
Farmland Go Heads.
Omaha.
Place, X box.
Boston Crosses. I don't know.
Boston Crossing.
I guess. The Boston Crossing.
X marks the spot of Houston.
What are these? I've never seen these in my life. Baltimore. Green. Guys. 4-leaf clover. But I don't know.
It's like Dallas. It's Dallas Stars of some sort, right? Half stars.
I already say Baltimore. Why is that the only city I know? Let's say.
You got states if you want.
Oh, okay. Iowa. Rangers.
That's a hard one.
It's very hard.
The Las Vegas Casino Players.
It must be Florida. Orlando. The Ovals.
I'm gonna make it up. I'm gonna say Chicago Roosters.
It's a squirrel. Squirrel of Scranton. Scranton Squirrels. I love that. Welcome one and all to the Call of Duty Championship Weekend 2023. The Call of Duty League comes to a close as we find out who will be crowned your champion tonight. $1 million on the line for the winner, entitled the best team on the planet. It doesn't get bigger than this. Welcome back into the Thomas and Mack Center, where we had fans lining up at midnight, getting their seats ready for day number 4 of an epic weekend. We got a 3-time world champion, Clay, here, Alley Cat and Nameless, and finally, just one match to go. Clay, what is the energy in this room right now?
The energy is crazy. I can feel everybody kind of bouncing off the walls, trying to get ready to release all that enthusiasm. It's Champs Grand Finals, and when you play in a Grand Finals, everything gets amped up. Everything is on the line. It's the end of the season, the money, the rings, the prestige. Nobody remembers second.
Allie, we got to get into this one because we have 2 juggernaut squads. They both raised trophies this year. We've got Toronto, who took our Major 3. We've got, of course, the New York squad that won Major 1 and Major 5. What is the feeling online right now? Who are the fans cheering for today?
Ooh, fans. I think we might have a split room, but, you know, they have to play just about every single map in the series. So when we look at that layout, it's kind of like who gets that early advantage, you know? And as far as I've looked at it, it looks like it might be a little bit in the hands of New York.
Let's take a look at it right now. I'm told we have the maps and modes ready, and for the first time in 2023, we got a best of 9. That's right, the first to win 5 will be crowned our champion and walk home with that $1 million.
Yeah, so if you look across these maps, Toronto basically have the edge everywhere in this specific matchup against New York, especially when you look at the control. 6-1 on the season. The control wins you championships, as you have 2 of them in this series. It's going to be absolutely insane. On the New York side, I'm looking at Kismet to have a massive bounce back. He had an uncharacteristic performance in their last match. They got 3-0'd. If he plays better, they have a good chance.
We have 3 hotels coming up here in the first 4 maps. This is going to be an absolute square up, so let's get the predictions in officially. I'll go first here. I'll set the tone. I'm going with the Squirrels from Scranton, AK Toronto Ultra. The Squirrels get it done. Scrap gets his honor.
I've been picking against Toronto all weekend, and here they are in the Grand Finals from the winner's side, but I'm still sticking to my guns. I'm going to Subliners.
Going Subliners.
Ooh, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to stick with it as well and go Toronto Ultra.
Going Toronto. All right, so Nameless, are we split here on the desk? Where are we leaning?
I'm going Toronto Ultra, man. Scrap is too good. He's going to go off, and what he said to us, he said, I need this 250K. I think he goes out and he gets it done.
I'll be honest, for anyone watching at home, it doesn't matter who takes home the trophy. We are all winners, and it's time to get the party started as we send it out to the stage with Blaze.
Yeah, Las Vegas! It's time to get the final match of the Call of Duty League 2023 season started. And throughout the year, we have had the best players grace this stage for one goal: to hoist this trophy and to have greatness. It's about that time to get this one started. Las Vegas, are you ready to go? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Call of Duty League champs.
25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I've been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but it's still wet. Yeah, that's a guarantee. King of the city, man, they knowing that it's me. Ain't damn near still doing it with ease, cause it ain't that hard when I'm talking about me. Me and my funds. Told them I get what I want. I need my money up front. I do not do this for fun. So I've been here my whole life, I ain't seen them here once.
The first team coming out has so much passion and skill, it'll give you chills. Looking to showcase the strength of the North, your Major 3 champions, the Toronto Ultra. Give it up for Scrap, Hixie, Insight, Kleenex. The boys in the North looking to do it one more time for the fans all around the world. Las Vegas, give a warm welcome to the Toronto Ultra.
This is what players dream about, a chance, an opportunity to etch yourself in the history books. You cannot be a legend without a ring. You have to seize the moment. Toronto Ultra have been unbelievable all season long, taking a chance on some rookies. Can they get it done in the biggest moment of their careers? Let's bring out New York.
Yeah, it's time to bring out the next squad. And this team already undeniably showcased in Major 1 and Major 5 that they are the best and looking to do it again. Las Vegas, here comes the dog pound. Stand clear for the New York Subliners. Las Vegas, get loud for the New York Subliners! Give it up for Hydra! Skies! Kismet! And Priesta! The New York Subliners already showcased this year that they can get it done twice, but looking to do it one more time here at Champs and earn their first rings. Las Vegas, give it up for your Subliners.
Even though New York has been on the tail end of this matchup all season long, they still have 2 chips under their belt looking for that ring. Ultra embarrassed them, disrespect them on stage yesterday, and now New York is looking to make them eat their words on the biggest matchup of the year. I can't wait any longer, Blaze. Let's get it rolling.
This is definitely the biggest matchup of the year, and history will be made on this stage. I only have one question for all the Call of Duty fans all around the world. Is your squad gonna win today? Miles, Chance, let's get it.
Thank you very much, guys. Time to rock and roll. Here we go, ladies and gents. History being made indeed. First time a European player gets a ring. First time any of those players on that stage gets a ring and a championship. What a season it's been. I can't believe it's all grown up and it's nearly over, mate.
And it's going to be so exciting, too, man. Like, this is going to be the best Call of Duty that we have seen all year. This is like 7 months now of preparation that goes into, you're playing 9 maps. You know you're going to be playing everything, and now it is perfection that is going to be demanded. We're starting off with a Hydra Hardpoint. These guys literally played just the other day. It is a rematch on some of the same maps. It is going to be such a good time.
Yeah, strap in, everyone. This is going to be a long, long series, and we are playing for $1 million first place. Legacies on the line. Legends will be made. You name it, it's all happening here. The Thomas & Mack Center has been popping all week long. The fist bumps are out. The final words of encouragement are there. It is now time to get this grand finals underway. Yesterday was a tough one for New York. I hope they had a good night of sleep, because this is one day they will never want to forget. Here we go in a Hydra.
And look, going into this map, again, they played just the other day. It was a 250 to 186 victory for Toronto Ultra. They set themselves apart on P4. They dominated. They got an extra 87 seconds on that hill alone. Every other hill was a battle. That is the focus point. That is where New York needs to make the adjustment. They have an 11-4 record. They're great at the holds. They're great at the breaks. That's where they got to get it done.
Here we go. Our best of 9 begins here. Hardpoint first, 250 points. Eyes on that mini-map. You'll see where the battles are going to be taking place. And Kismet, out of the water, into the fray. Gets himself a kill, gets his boys in the hill.
And we're going to find out who's got the nerves early on, or if both teams are going to be singing sweet. But New York already with a nice response, keeping the map stabilized, and they're maybe taking down Kismet, the Bulldog, starting it off right.
Yeah, there's some strong words exchanged between Scrap and the Subliners after that loss, and Kismet did not take well to it today, and he's come out swinging so far. Nice start from the New York Subliners, a 20-ish point lead and growing.
And they have all the pressure in the world right now. Ultra, they're going to have to chalk up a bit of P1 time and try to go on the rotation. Priesta, though, already ahead of the game. He's looking for some gunfights. He's got the support. They're allowing this back pressure to come through. Their teammates win all the gunfights towards P1. Right now, it's going to be a 4 versus 2 at New.
On the new point there, on the low right-hand side of the minimap, here comes Hixie. A bit of suppressing fire from Priester keeps them at bay, waiting for the Toronto Ultra Mirrors to get themselves in there. Here comes the hit. Dead silence, no noise made, but he's not going to be invisible. It is not going to help. Priester guns him down. Here comes Kleenex. In from behind, one, nearly the second. Nice hold out of the subliners. They're still rolling.
And that is beautiful. Such a tight setup, and that is a heads-up play from Priester. Now you get Kismet, who, by the way, yet to die. 27 seconds in the hill. A 5-0 start. Get the Barks out in full force. That is 30 seconds of scrap time going towards New York. They are dominating early on.
25 seconds remaining here on the second hill of Hydro. Now we fly over to the left-hand side of the minimap. Ultra, for the first time in the map so far, they'll be there. Now the setup. Make sure nobody gets close. Make sure nobody spawns close either.
Talk about a desperation moment right now from Ultra. Need to get back in the game, but Kismet right now is frying. Man had a .65 in the series the other day. Clearly, he wants revenge.
He's the one-on-one again. Kismet's gone for the deep route down low, and Scrap will be completely unaware about this one unless will the Spidey senses tingle, or is it going to be 3, 2, 1? All right, sorry. He's going for the kill, though, and he might be on it. There we go. New York subliners, they got the back.
And with the lead like this, you can take those deep route subliners. This is now 3 hills in a row. Hydra picking up the 2-piece, locking down the rotation, and running that score up. This is a perfect game so far for New York.
Here we go. Scrap through the front. Skies on the outside, watching the pipes. Can Insight get 2? No. Skies softening up the attackers. It's a bit of back and forth. The trades are nearly done. Pixie stays alive. Kleenex backs him up. But look at that minimap. New York subliners so close to the hill.
And this was the entire thing that happened when they played the first time around of Ultra keeping the pressure on this hill to force the back spawns and being free on the rotation. Now, granted, P4 has been great from Toronto, but right now it is just such a massive deficit, such a long way to go, and New York already have those entry kills.
And New York have come out hot today. Not even a Hydro could cool them off. So far, fantastic work from the subliners. Here comes the 100-point mark. Kismet in control of the new hardpoint again, chance. They have chained them together non-stop. New York have finally been forced off of it. Ultra, time to get some points.
I mean, this is the only hill where they had a tremendous amount of success, and it looks like they have set themselves up once again. You're down by 70 points, but a stronghold here. You at least start to work yourself back in the game, but an 8 kill already, so it's a 4v3 around the point.
New York, here comes a hit. Scrap holding it down. His 4th kill in a row. Priester flying forward. Nice work on his team. They're going to find those kills as the New York subliners unable to break in just yet. Just on the outside, those guys. Finds one. The second. New York subliners with the break.
And it is Kismet again, a 14-3 start. You know Scrap was chirping. He said Hydra's the main problem. Kismet heard it. He is taking that to full force, and he is making the big plays. New York subliners, they are everywhere on the map, including on the new time. Hydra already lying in wait. It is Kleenex there to shut him down, and Toronto attempting to stabilize. But Kleenex right now, by himself, subliners, they got those back spawns.
We go 1 minute of new time to be accrued in this hardpoint. Kleenex fought his way in, and now he's been taken care of. New York, once again, another clean break there in the hill.
This is just a way to set the tone as well. You have Toronto Ultra. They have been perfect in hardpoint throughout their champs run at 5-0. Right now, getting taken to task, looking for a little bit of that momentum. Hixie popping up, getting in some time, and these are the key gunfights to win. The stuns on point, the teamwork on point. New York can do no wrong.
So far, so good. Scrap only one there. Skies finds it as the kills keep rolling through. The New York subliners, 20+ seconds remaining here. We go back towards the center of the map. We do it all over again with these hard points. Insight with the hops. Hixie now from upstairs. Into the point we fly. Scrap, he gets the trades, and it's a little bit of time. Not enough, though, chances. Ultra, they've come out a little slow so far.
I mean, incredibly slow. And New York have the fire. Even long term, they have just contained the right side of the map. They are setting themselves up for the next 2 rotations. So this is exactly what you want. You got a massive lead. The gunny is hot. You get the P1 time, and Ultra now desperate. Might be sending 3 players, at least through the middle of the map, trying to flip those spawns.
Well, there's 1. There's 2. Hydra deals with them all. Subliners once again locking down the... Oh, boy! Hixie wins a big one. Sky's there with the trades. As the New York subliners certainly running the score up so far. Ultra looking a bit more like the Scranton Squirrels in this map. Though, plenty of time to turn it around.
I mean, this is just absurd. Priester, the only player negative. 18-9, 16-8, 14-9. New York subliners. This is coming out with something beyond fire. They are ready for it. Toronto Ultra, though, maybe the scrap time final 20 seconds.
But if you don't start winning these gunfights on rotation, you're gonna get buried. And right now, SUBLINERS winning it all until CleanX gets a gift of a back spawn.
Will he be able to make something of it? There's his first kill. Kismet fighting towards the front side. Now turn your attention towards the second hard point of the rotation. Priester wins a big one on the back line. Scrap, he's the lone man now. For Ultra dealt with. New York SUBLINERS, another clean plate.
I mean, look, CleanX just got the ultimate god spawn, and SUBLINERS still responded in kind and picked them apart. SUBLINERS, the hot hand. Let's go to it. Listen in.
Looking for Hixie. Last one broken. Yeah, watch your mid-stairs. You have my min?
I'll be P5.
You're broken outer cat on me.
Take your time.
Outer cat.
He's gonna go front. Take your time if you have to kiss. You're good.
Yo, people are done.
Nice.
One more broken.
Inside scrap. Inside slow AR. Slow AR. P5. You want P7. My God, Matt, you're going fucking crazy. You got Matt.
I'm holding him out. There you go.
This one behind us.
Bring her out. Go window. Window, dead you. One shot. Dead. No. In you. One shot. He's one up. Bottom left corner. Copy. In the copy. This one back. Stun. P5. Back up.
P5.
I'm gonna hold top. They might go mid.
I have pit. You heard? I have pit.
I have you. Every mid.
Alright, 2-0 guys to go down. 2 of them. And I think one's like mid cut or something.
Mid cut? Average.
Yeah, there's two front. There's gonna be two front.
Pit one shot. He's out. He's on time. One shot.
Block.
One shot. P5. Hit one. P5. One shot. Alright, there's 2-0. Take your time on the round. We can go around mid. We get time.
That's
on here. I'm needing him.
Gauges on me. That'll work out P5 here.
8 out.
Tools. And one just pit price.
P5.
Tools dead. Tools dead.
Alright, block. They're gonna be back.
What's it? Yeah, front dead.
You on the back. I'm on the back.
Everybody steps.
That's a masterclass from the SUBLINERS here in the last Hydro of the season, and my God, Kismet has come to play.
I mean, this is the way to set the tone, and speaking of Kismet, we heard what Scrap had to say. He was chirping after their 3-0, said Hydra is the only problem to deal with. Well, Kismet said, I'm gonna smoke them. It is disrespectful. I like the idea of barking and having your own thing, but singling people out is the worst thing you can do. I'm going to make them pay for it. 23-10, he is doing exactly that.
He's doing it with aplomb. There's the man of the moment into the hard point now, looking for the players down low. Priester with a perfect coverage. This is it. Business end of map 1. Final 10. Sky's cutting them down. Ultra, one last dive at it. Once more, onto the point. 24-10. Kismet cutting them down. Gets another. Map 1. The New York SUBLINERS have torn Toronto Ultra a new one. They're on Hydro.
There is making them pay for it, and then there is burying them alive. That is the worst hardpoint defeat Toronto Ultra have suffered all year. They got introduced to the 100-point club. That is map 1 of the grand finals.
That one felt a little personal, didn't it? Wow, what a start. As the SUBLINERS are all smiles there on the stage. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. I mean, ran through that one.
And look, thinking about like the momentum factor that you have, Ultra have been perfect in hardpoint all throughout champs. To get beat like that, you like build yourself up. It is tough to sleep the night before. You know you're playing in a grand finals. The only thing to focus on, getting the first one out of the way in a fashion like that. Oh, New York SUBLINERS are feeling good. They are giggling on the main stage. That is a terrifying sight.
250-84 for you new Call of Duty fans is not a terribly common scoreline. That is an unbelievable performance out of the New York SUBLINERS. Kismet, we call him the Bulldog, and with good reason. Absolutely ripped Ultra there. Quick look at the highlights. And it's mostly the boys in yellow.
I mean, look, quite literally the start that Kismet had, he got like 27 seconds on P1, which is already great time to get on that first hill. But he started off 5-0. It didn't die until halfway through the second set of rotations. And it was every single player. Kismet kicked things off. He's 15-4. Now you had Skies and Hydra. Didn't waste any time. Caught right up in the slaying category. I mean, that is quite literally one of the finest performances SUBLINERS have had all year long. That is class, and that's the final Hydro we're gonna see.
Oh, well, we say goodbye to Hydro, and what a way to do it. But Charles, it's not just kills that win you a hard point. I mean, in a situation like this, we've seen teams get outslayed and still manage to find a win. What the hell happened here?
Well, that is quite literally the Ultra special. Like, even against the New York SUBLINERS, they don't have a single player with above a 1.0 KD in the game mode, but they still win the majority of the games. This time, SUBLINERS were doing everything right. On point on the rotations. CleanX gets a gift of a spawn behind P2. SUBLINERS still somehow read it. talk a little bit of smack, let them know, and again, buried them.
Absolute devastation to start the series off. Well, don't worry, friends, it's a long one. Plenty of time to bounce back if you're an Ultra fan. But after that, you wonder how much, vitriol or how much sort of spice the Subliners are bringing to this kind of series.
I mean, come on, man. A 2.15 KD, a 2.5 Priesta.
These are not normal numbers. This is not normal.
No, this is absurd. And Priesta had his feet up. Only had, 22 engagements the entire time. I think he was the Hill kit as well. So, I mean, look, Priesta, this is his third Champs Grand Final. That's the easiest start he has ever had.
D-Dog was purring indeed there in the Hill. Hydro comes to a close. We've got ourselves a long series, friends. New York Subliners have a chance. What a year they've had. They win Major 1. They turn the year all around. They win Major 5. They end it in a fantastic way. And now in the postseason, we'll see what happens here. But first and foremost, the Monster Energy pregame for the Subliners. Let's talk about that winners finals performance.
Well, again, we heard the smack talk, and Kismet took it personally. Goes from a 0.68 in the 3-0 that they suffered, and clearly he has bounced back and is ready for Championship Sunday. But now we're going towards the S&D. At Major 5, it was their bread and butter. They beat Atlanta FaZe in 3 search and destroys in a grand final. That is an absurd stat in and of itself, and their first blood rate was out of this world. Hasn't been quite as clean throughout Shams, but they're certainly looking for the bounce back.
There you go. Kismet himself after the post-game comment from Scrap yesterday after that Monster Energy winners final. Kismet certainly took that one personally, and we saw it there in the gameplay. We move to Search and Destroy now. We'll see if the S&D First Bloods, that's the first player to get a kill, and the advantage you get from that do benefit the Subliners, because, hey, they've been very strong all year.
And especially so on a map like Hotel, where these teams have squared off time and time again. This is the 7th or 8th time that they have played each other all year long, so they are incredibly familiar with each other's game. But I also got to say, for the comms we heard from Kismet, I mean, I know a lot of the times he is the setup guy, trying to put players like Hydra in good positions. His combat game was nothing but dead. I got this one. He was in it to fry. He did exactly that. And on the First Blood battle, he is very much a player willing to get in the mix. I suppose some good news, though. The stats, obviously, from Ultra on Hotel specifically, they have been able to square up time and time again against the Subliners. One of the very few teams that can take them down, and I would say just on a pacing front, this is going to play out much slower than the Hydro Ultra. They need that breather.
Pace indeed. We now play Search and Destroy. For you new fans, it's 1st to 6. We'll take turns attacking and defending 2 bomb sites. A very, very different look from the previous map, the hard point. We'll play a few more of these throughout the grand final, so get cozy, boys and girls. Here we go to the Greenberg Hotel.
And this is going to be a square up at the A site very quickly as well. 3 players from each team ready for these gunfights, and maybe it's a little bit of a pump fake. Obviously, you have no tax anymore, no trophies, no dead silence. Always very slow and patient in these first rounds.
Here we go. We've checked into the Greenberg for one last time here in the season. It's 4 rooms for Toronto Ultra, for the Kings of North, and 4 for the New York Subliners. So far, everyone fighting fit as we look towards the A bomb site.
And they might be setting a trap or maybe sending Hydra in for the kill. He is creeping up on it, waiting for the timing. It is him versus Insight for the first blood.
Here we go, sneaky Hydra. There's a couple of tags and dip on out. He's just going to pass some information. That's more than information. He's confirmed a dead Hixie.
And I don't even know if he got spotted on the cross, so Hydra might have some free intel, and also Kismet popping dead silence, and he is making moves to clear out B's. You have so much map control, and you have so much gunning.
That's 2 now for Hydra. Skies finds Insight. Last man left alive is going to be Kleenex. Can the Great Dane find it? In here? No! The French Phenom takes 3 in the first round.
First blood, you got it. Little bit of magic, you got it, and that reaction time is insane. It looked like the play was set up for Hydra to go and chow Insight, makes the reads on couches, and fries Hixie. That is MVP versus a couple rookies in a 3-0 start. Subliners not slowing down at all.
Subliners have been lethal on Hotel in this season so far. Ultra certainly had their number yesterday, but today's a new day, and this grand final's already off to an electrifying start. Round 2, Ultra on offense.
They just need to create something, and it looks like a B hit, but look at this stack. New York Subliners on defense. This is the perfect counter.
Stun check. Hydra finds nothing. That one lands. Whoa! Skies gets 2! What an unbelievable opener. We talk about first bloods. The second, just as important. It's a 4v2.
I mean, that is just devastating. If you're in that situation, you already feel like the round is over. You have to play so slow, but New York Subliners, not a team that often makes mistakes. Mistakes are the only way that can cost you. Insight finds a pick, though, and Scrap gonna get chowed and cleaned up, leaving Insight in a 1 versus 3. Also going to need the ace.
Jamie Craven, Insight, who has been the king of clutch throughout Vanguard. He's not been bad this year at all. Dead Silence finished. He now makes noise. That's the Subliners is on. Will they see him before they hit him? Skies squares up for the fight. He might be winning the health battle there. One more bullet's all it's going to take. 30 seconds to go. Here come New York. Ho, ho, ho! Back to back for the Subliners.
And look, what we saw from the Subliners, again, that ridiculous first blood rate they had at Major 5, they were so, fantastic on the homework front and the adjustments. This was the perfect round one defensive setup, the double nades rolling through to take these players down. It was calculated. It was perfect. They have done their homework. And now up 2-0, Hydra and Skies, both 4-0.
They have to throw 2 nades to take care of that player because the perks are going to save you from at least 1. So good work there out of the Subliners. Coordinated effort, get things going. Top right-hand side of the screen right now, Dead Silence for 2 members of the New York Subliners. Hydra and Kismet has a lot of playmaking opportunity in this round.
Yeah, Ultra, though, dominating the middle of the map, so they have all the crosses covered. So this is a setup that you can work with. Once you get some information, a lot of opportunities to wrap around the sites. Kismet and Hixie might have a little battle. As you can see, Ultra are reading this B pressure. Send a couple players to wrap back.
That restaurant got a couple of members of the Subliners, and Kismet has taken care of Hixie once again. Less than a minute on the game clock. The B-bomb site now safe and sound. Wait a minute, scraps here. Kismet! Oh my God! It's 3 for the Bulldog! Vegas is quite literally barking after that round. 3-0.
I mean, this is just perfect. I mean, the doors are closed. He's still checking his corners, frying you through a wall. And Priesta continues to have his feet up on the main stage. You have Hydra 5-0, Skies 4-0, and with those kills, Kismet joins them 3-0. This is literally perfect gameplay so far out of the New York Subliners, the exact same way it went, map number 1.
Special Sunday so far for New York, far from over. 5-0 from Hydra, not to die yet. The only member of the New York Subliners to lose a life so far in the map is Priesta. And that's not saying too much. Sky's now on the cross. God. Beautiful tags, damage dealt. Can Ultra get close to the A-bomb?
Double chow, got him.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Over to Kleenex now. Kismet is tearing them. Oh my God! He's unkillable! We get a PC check. That's a code red, that's a dangerous dog.
If this was online, everybody on Ultra would have just pulled up the pings to check it for an excuse because you just got gunned.
Hey, even Cesar Milan is freaking out watching this kind of gameplay. That is furious.
5-0 for Hydra, 5-0 from Skies, 5-0 from Kismet. They cannot lose a gunfight. 3 players on Ultra have a donut.
No. This doesn't feel right, does it? 4-0. This is an unbelievable game of Search and Destroy. If you're tuning in for the first time this year, it has not looked like this once.
First blood, finally.
Gets things going. Is this the turnaround now for Ultra?
And look at how fast New York Subliners respond. They get first blooded and the nades land on them instantaneously. A very quick 3 versus 3 in a B bomb site that is wide open.
You're going to see number 4 on the minimap. That's Kleenex. He's going back just to check. But Skies, 6-0. That means he's got a cruise missile. And this one has got Toronto's name all over it. Is it going to land? Kismet finds his. That forces Kleenex into the jaws of the Bulldog. Bomb being planted as well. Good luck. Have fun.
I mean, we are speedrunning Hotel Search and Destroy right now. Kleenex gets forced into a bad gunfight in a 2v3 clutch to break into an incredibly difficult site.
2v3. Here comes Hixie. Priest is going to slow down. Again, trust the teammates. 30 seconds to defuse the bomb right now for the Toronto Ultra boys. Kismet, Dead Silence on the prowl. Hixie cleans out 1 from the site. Here comes Skies on the back door. Quick check. Ultra fighting back. Ultra staying alive, but they've got to deal with Kismet. It's a 1v1.
Here we go.
Jamie Craven has got 10 seconds to deal with him at 7.5. It's done. Wait! No! Oh my word! Unbelievable composure. As Kismet gets the taken care of at the right time, but it was 7.5 seconds the insight needed for the defuse, and he was simply half a second late.
You bark at the Bulldog, he is gonna bark back. That is a perfect round, maybe a near 2 versus 3 clutch, and instead it is 5-0 for the Subliners. clinically absurd. Every single player on New York has collected a first blood at this point. Everybody getting involved.
This wasn't in the script, but ChatGPT does have a thing or two to say about this one. More on that later. Over Skies, tags, Skies, first blood. Hixie, what a two-piece. Toronto are not out of this yet. It's a 2v2.
Skies is getting the kills as well. He's trying to back a couple players down. Skies, though, is going to be the player that's getting hunted. If he can buy some time for his teammate, that is one thing, but he's going to get cleaned up. Here comes the Bulldog.
7-1. Whoa, there we go. Ultra. Finally find a way to silence the subliners. You know, it is 5-1. It's still map point for New York. Can Ultra do it?
I mean, look, you're just looking for any sort of momentum at this point. Getting 6-0 after the way map 1 win, you need some sort of lifeline. Hixie trying to buy Toronto exactly that massive two-piece through the middle of the map because they did not get that first blood. New York are continuing to collect 5-1 on the first blood front. They're just looking for their next.
Crazier things have happened. We call it a full sale here in Call of Duty history for a team to make a 0-5 comeback for the win. It has happened before. Champs would be the place to get it done. Here come the nade checks. Hydra's going to cross over. Insight, he's going to see that.
And Insight has no help. I mean, this is a hard read from Toronto. They just triple stacked the B site. So Insight is by himself, and obviously the pressure's on. Shots rolling through, and New York not trying to get this bomb down yet. This could be the battle for the first blood.
See what happens here. Insight has two options. Smash the door open or creak it. Take a little peek through that little opening. But for now, wait. Information is going to be key for the next few moments.
And Hydra obviously lying in wait. You climb up the ladder, you are going to fall. If he ever gets the intel on Insight, he can jump.
Hydra has activated Dead Silence. He's able to move quietly across the map. That is not going to help anyone from Ultra now, as he can quickly check all the, the usual spots as the bomb does get planted in this 3v3.
I'm bombed down. This is perfect. Insight never made a move, and Hydra in prime position to clutch off. And there's the next one. Gotta get it. There it is.
He got it in the end. It was not pretty, but it was done. Life advantage now to the New York subline. One man up. Kleenex ties things up in the 2v2. Insight finds another. All down to Skies.
He's got the clutch spot, though. He's got the clutch spot.
Here comes the hit. Kleenex now going to fly across. Tags are in. Pressure now on. Skies has to win the 1v2. Insight moves in. Skies! Skies! He gets them both. And we say goodbye to Hotel Search and Destroy. What was that map?
And if Toronto wasn't nervous before, they might well be nervous now. Perfection of a map number 1, utter domination of a map number 2. Subliners, this is looking for the moment like it is free.
Skies tells no lies, 10-2 in that performance on Hotel, and I don't believe it, but so far, have the New York Subliners got somewhere to be? Have they got a flight tonight? What's going on? I mean, speed run so far.
In a hurry, maybe trying to spend their winnings, but if we want to talk about some of those like monster keys to victory, for map 1, it was the Kismet bounce back from the .68, dominated on map number 1. This time, it was the first blood battle, and Subliners consistently collected 10-2 out of Skies, 7-3 out of Kismet. Those guys simply could not lose gunfights.
Here's a quick replay of the final moments of that last round. This 1v2 situation for Skies. Difficult spot to be in.
And the crazy thing is, I think Kleenex might have just hopped the bomb. You know where Skies is going to be? A lot of faith and insight to try to back you down, but this is the God Heady, and if you're gun up right there for Kleenex, you win the round and Skies just fall, but Kleenex caught completely unprepared. And I gotta say, that just looks like nerves to me.
That was a very uncharacteristic play from Tobias Julianson. And that Hotel S&D is something that you are going to want to forget ASAP if you're Toronto Ultra.
And I mean, thinking about the map set as well, Subliners, their best maps that they have, all of the hotels and the Hydro hardpoint. So in a sense, that looks normal. But Ultra, anytime they've matched up, and again, the 7th time this year, Ultra have had their number on both Hydro and the hotels. The adjustments have been made. Subliners showing up on Sunday, clearly ready to play.
Well, they're certainly ready to play here at Champs. If you're at home and you're looking ready to play, don't forget you can be decked out, dressed out in some of the finest gear we have here in the Call of Duty World Champs Pack. available. We've got a sweet skin, the King skin, Diamonds M4. We've got an MCPR skin as well. Take the L as well, chase the bag, all sorts of goodies. Go grab that pack, it's an absolute banger. And don't forget, COD_esports on Twitter. It's going to become a place where you're going to be able to find all sorts of information from mobile, Warzone, you name it, it's all there. Well, with that said, ladies and gents, I think it's about time our players take a quick break. If you're Ultra, it's more about forgetting what has happened in the last 2 maps. We're going to take a quick one, and when we return, we're playing Control.
History will be made here at Champs, but Toronto fans, y'all gonna have to get loud going into that next map, okay? Where y'all at in the building? Yeah, I know, don't worry. They gonna get a map there on the board. But I think I got a few upper deck packs over here. Pete, bring me one of those bags. Who wants what's in that upper deck swag pack? You want one? Y'all want one? Yo, Clay, I will destroy Clay in rock, paper, scissors, okay? Rock, paper, scissors right here, best out of 3 against me. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah, next, right here in the back, Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Next. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hey, get that boy a bag right here, Pete. All right. Now, do we know where our sneakers are? All weekend long, you guys have been using a QR code to get these sneakers, right? We have a winner of the exclusive Call of Duty League sneakers, and it's gonna go to the man himself, Isaiah, in the front row. Give it up for Isaiah. Everyone, put in a code. Check these out, your exclusive bad sneakers. Look at them from the back here. Get a close-up on that beautiful logo. Then right here on the front with the gold and the black right there. You like those, Isaiah? Yeah, they're gonna go hard right there. We're gonna make sure we got you in your right size, okay? All right, now we got a minute on the clock. And we got another gift bag over here, so who want me? Right here. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Get that man a bag.
I'm joined by Flux, the head coach of Toronto Ultra. Flux, very big game ahead of you guys. You got the grand finals of Champs 2023. How are you and the boys feeling about it?
We're feeling super confident. We played these guys yesterday. We won in a convincing 3-0 fashion. So, if we can't bring the same level of intensity and the level of performance, then, I think this is a series that we frankly should win. We have a lot of respect for our opponents today, obviously 2 times major winners this year. So it's going to be a hell of a battle, but overall we're feeling really confident.
For sure. I mean, yeah, like you said, 3-0, super confidence boost going into the grand finals, but you saw how New York played yesterday.
Yes.
Any kind of differences from where you played them and where that team was at that moment in time in the series compared to now coming into the grand finals? Do you feel like they're going to be more ready? Have the boys had to prepare a little bit harder for that one?
New York, are you asking about? Yeah, I think, they took down FaZe, who are a fantastic team. I think this is the first Champs finals that FaZe have not been involved in. So they'll get a lot of confidence from that. And I think, I felt like they didn't back themselves against us yesterday in terms of the map selection. So I feel like they backed themselves against FaZe and they took down FaZe. So today they've definitely backed themselves. So it's just going to be a complete Titanic battle and a showdown, and may the best team come out victorious.
Love that. I've got to ask you a little bit about what Scrap said on the main stage. We do love a bit of chirping from Scrappy, of course. But, you know, he did mention the fact that Hydra's being singled out and taking him out of the game kind of made the team a little bit more easy to play up against. Is that the same strategy coming into today?
Absolutely. You know, Hydra is an incredible player, MVP of the season, so that is one of our win conditions, that we simply have to kind of neutralize him. You know, they have a fantastic SMG duo in Kismet and Hydra, both, like, you know, fantastic players this year. So if we can neutralize him, then I think, you know, that will lead to our success, because obviously at Toronto, we weren't able to neutralize him, and he had a complete blinder that day. So yeah, that definitely is a win condition for us.
Flux, lastly, why should Toronto Ultra fans be backing this team right here, right now to take that ring?
You know, we were here 2 years ago, and we were silver medalists. We fell at the final hurdle at the hands of FaZe. So I think, you know, this has been a long journey for us to get back here, and I think we have a special team. And, you know, these players are incredibly talented and they work together incredibly well. So I think, you know, they would be deserving winners. And, you know, we're one series away. So I hope we can look forward to this fan support.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Flux. Thank you so much for the time. Guys, it is happening. Grand Finals time. Toronto Ultra versus New York Subliners. Let's get into it.
Well, if it's a Titanic battle, I think we know so far who the iceberg is and who is the ship. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Thomas and Mack Center here in Las Vegas. It is stinking hot outside, but the ice is certainly in here. We are playing for $1 million, that trophy, and the championship rings. The first go-around on Hotel Chance was not pretty. Now we play Control.
And this is where we find out if we actually have our series or if Subliners are just going to literally dominate them all day. You have Toronto Ultra, 18-4 record on this map. They are the best team in the game. Here, the best team in the game on Control, and they have a 6-1 record in the game mode, specifically against the Subliners. They need something for momentum. This is where they can get it done.
And that is what you wanted from Kleenex. Tough round in the search for him. Into the Control we go. 2 zones. 30 lives at the start of each round. Capture the zones or eliminate your opponents. Your choice. So far, little bit of both. Over on the B zone for a second there. Hydra cleans up. Kleenex gets another 2.
Yeah, back-to-back lives for the 2-piece for Toby right there. That's what you want to see if you're an Ultra fan. Still have to reposition. Had no success over towards that B zone, but at least keeping up in the kills column and trying to get that gunny hot. But obviously, New York Subliners, it is the full swarm around A.
You managed to get Toronto Ultra onto the point. Kleenex stops the clock with the capture. Now off of it, waiting for Kismet to make the push. There's a bit of a pinch on the minimap. We'll see if Ultra can deal with it and keep the capture alive. First segment done, second's nearly complete. As the mind games continue. Kleenex, though, brings a gun. Oh, another 2. Tobias Joljonsen is back in the game.
Finally waking up. Nice little starting on the 4 spree, so thinking about the crews as well. Pushing the pace, pops the dead silence behind enemy lines, and question is, do you pre-fire? Yes, you do! Kleenex right now is fried.
Wait a minute. What's in the... Was Skies just fall asleep at the sticks? A cruise missile now for Kleenex, and the A zone's gone.
Can't get comfortable, not in Control, not against Toronto. Already the pressure on the B zone, and you at least force the team kill, an extra man down, and Ultra winning the gunfights around the zone. One more set, if they get another maybe 2 kills, B's gonna be theirs.
Almost. Again, a clean set of kills, pushes the opponents way out of play. It allows you to jump on it and capture. 1:35 on the game clock. Scrap trying to find this one.
Can't get it. It's the TAC 56 from Hydra coming off spawn, but by the way, guess who's by? Been behind enemy lines this entire time. The only reason Ultra have been able to swarm the B zone, Kismet got behind him, and Kismet shut you down.
So Kismet's position keeps Toronto Ultra as far away from B as possible. They keep respawning on that top side of the minimap. Insight got a bit of love for him. Hixie finds a kill. That gets him onto the point.
And it's Hydra last man standing as well, looking to just be the cutoff man to find the extra kills. Cannot get it. Ultra 2 men, maybe make it 3 on this B zone.
Here comes reinforcement. Scrap making his way over there. That's going to be a 3-man stack. The zone captures faster now. 110, paused. Skies has got to get 3. There's 1. Here comes the rest of the players from the Subliners. Got to hit the point. Anyone close enough to clean up? They do. they stay alive here in the first round.
And again, Kismet on the flank is there to get the extra kill. New York Subliners responding in the nick of time. Very close on the life count. A minute to work with is a little bit of time, but right now Subliners, 2 players, push back bedroom, have to read these players out. Ultra doing exactly that.
Ultra just swing right back into the fight. And now over towards B again. Sneaky Hydra though. From this kind of spot, he could certainly poop this party if they go for it. Hydra laying in wait. Here we go. There's the first. That slows the play right down. The subline is now smiling pretty as the game clock continues to tick away.
That might be an absolute dagger. Even the nade kills coming through. Hydra catches the extra man, and you're running out of time. Ultra, you get one more shot at this. You only need a single ticket B.
Final few moments now. 20 seconds to go. The subliners on defense will win. Final chance for Toronto Ultra here in the opening attacking round. Skies, 1. Big win, slows them down again. No lives left for Toronto as well, so you got to get him off the point in 10 and somehow capture it.
This is his home, this is his home, this is what he lives for. You're gonna have to flood the point. Can you get past this iron defense? You're gonna have to fly potentially to death. They can't even do it in time. Miss the jump to get to the zone in Ultra, 0.1 seconds behind.
It was a very, very slight mechanical error not to get a body, a toe, anything into that point. That would have stopped the clock and given this new subliners a tougher fight there. Ultra, not over yet. His first to 3 here in control.
I mean, Ultra finally start to get a couple kills to go their way, put the pressure on. Even then, they cannot convert. New York Subliners still too strong. The flanks and the timing always on point to weed them off of that B zone. And now for Subliners, they're going to be flying 4 men straight towards B. You win these gunfights, a quick B cap will absolutely set you apart.
We've seen it a lot this season. So far, Toronto holding it down. Skies gets a consolation kill, but you're starting to run out of players on that side of the map. Over to A, we might fly. Oh, Skies was thinking about it. Oh no, it's my boy Hydra. Just over a minute to play, and Hixie, he and Kleenex are making it real tough for New York.
Oh, can't catch him either. Guy gets in the top bedroom, and that might just shut that B zone capture down. Force you to reposition. You can see some of those arrows now leaning towards A. So on defense, Ultra on point, making sure no funny business comes out right off the jump. And Subliners still, the kills cruising their way. Find a couple entries. Gotta get towards the zone, though. They haven't actually set foot on the objective. In the meantime, those Skies kill away from a cruise.
On a defensive standpoint, Toronto Ultra more happy to give up A. It's the easier point, wink wink, to capture. B, a far more impenetrable stronghold. So far though, 1 segment done. New York clawing back into this. Here comes the counterattack.
And Ultra do need to be careful on this defense. They don't want to feed Skies that extra kill, and right now it's only a 1-man capture. So you're trying to flood into it, but you are getting picked apart along the way. That'll be the A zone captured, guaranteed. Now the question is, can Ultra hold strong on defense? Best team in the game on this map all year long. They need it right now.
Ultra with only a 2-life lead. You didn't want to throw too many players at that point. It gets quite costly, and that's going to hurt in the long run. Here we go, though. Over towards the B zone. An additional minute of play with that point captured. We're slowly but surely making our way in. Skies loses his. Kismet, though, keeps the window open for New York.
Yeah, Scrap's on point right now on the flank. Hydra by himself to try to make the big play, and that's a nice little start. His job is to be annoying. You see his teammates collecting the kills. If they can clear out better, Kismet's going to do it from top bed. Right now, Kleenex, last man standing.
Hydra now has the dagger ready to stab into the back of Toronto Ultra. Here comes Hixie. He got it. Kismet on the front. Oh, big win out of insight there. That keeps the play safer and steady for New York Subliners, though. They're capturing the point. Can they get any more bodies onto this one? It's very slow with only 1 player.
That is not a good time for a team kill. And Kleenex again, he has been living in bedroom this entire time. An opportunity missed right there from New York, and you're back to square one.
Kleenex 14-9. He is the bastion of defense right now for Ultra. Priest does manage to get him off of that point. Wow, massive tags. Insight is flash life. Life flashed before his eyes. This Priest is still slaying his boys.
Catch the player trying to work through mid. You catch Skies down low. In Toronto, again, nice and stable, keeping that pressure on. 3-life lead, make it 4. And Hixie trying to get that gunny hot.
Less than 40 seconds to go. Scrap finding kills left, right, and center. The A zone. Going to keep those players spawning as far away from it as possible if they can. Kismet now battles his way out. Opening now for New York, but they've not got a lot of time.
And you don't want to overheat either. A lot of players just fall inside. Needs that kill. That's 4 in a row. Has to slow this pace down. Right now, Subliners running out of time.
Running out of time. And with that, Ultra big kills. Priester somehow finds 2 in the feed. Able to get onto this point. It's going to come down to Scrap. Has to win a big one. Priest against his. Scrap has to find these players. Less than 10 seconds. The clock has been stopped. Hydra. No, is it? That's unbelievable.
unbelievable. The second segment on its way out. Toronto gotta go.
Gotta flood in inside. You're gonna have to find the B zone being depleted. This is gonna be it for the round in New York. More like a New York second. Bully you in the end.
All it takes is one decent opportunity, and those kills from Hydra at the end. An unbelievable win against Scrap, and then a perfectly placed Semtex to slow down reinforcements they were trapped. New York Subliners, Matt Point.
I mean, this is just everything. That gunny from Hydra mid-drop shot with the tack is unreal. Even the Semtex to come over top the stuns, pelting you in the face. I mean, that comes down to a 4v4. That is as clutch as you can ask for. Subliners are perfect on Sunday.
We still have kill streaks to play with from CleanX's early advantage. We'll see if anything comes of it. New York Subliners on defense now, and it's a clean 3 down. A bad look for Ultra. They're going to be forced to the other side of the map. Subliners should read this, but Scrap is proving to be a nuisance.
Hydra going to be annoying on the spawns and annoying in the gunfight as well. Ultra, though, maybe an opening towards B. It's the flank you're going to have to deal with. You got to read Priest coming through top bedroom, and CleanX does exactly that. Ultra now have that pressure on B.
Here we go, starting to capture B. 2 players for now. Slow and steady. Hydra, though. Oh my God, he cleans a burst. Oh, the Phenom! The Phenom! That's your regular season MVP. Just took a PP over those boys.
That is the best player in the game for good reason. Hydra is simply built different. It does not matter what gun he has.
That's an unbelievable 3-piece, 40 seconds on the game clock. Ultra, you have got to get it going here. We're going to say goodbye to Control, and this was supposed to be the turnaround for him.
Oh! They are snapping right now. CleanX trying to fight for his life in this moment to get some sort of momentum. Right now, as that A capture is going quickly, Subliner still in position to look for some of these errant kills.
The segment, though, at A is complete. Final one on the way out.
Oh, CleanX, here we go.
Capture this one. CleanX has decided that we're not done yet. We're going to see a minute 33 on the game clock in a moment. Here we go. Over towards B. Scrap. He is starting to heat up. The kills here are proving to be lethal. Space now to work with. You're on the zone. Hixie finding kills. Subliners straight out of spawn as Kismet is still unstoppable.
Yeah, and now Scrap left alone on the point, caught in the crossfire, and you know players are on the flank. CleanX going hunting. Has to be quick in skies. World stars you, guns you down.
No, Hixie now has to make his way forward. Still ample time for Toronto Ultra to do this. They have 16 lives as well. Take your time, take your chances. It's for Charlie Hicks, looking to find whatever he can to give his team the advantage. Hydra, though, takes everything from them.
He is the multi-kill machine. You got a Hydra behind you. You got 2 players on the Subliners in your base, and there's just too many directions to look. You're getting caught and killed and eviscerated, wiped off the face of the earth.
Clock ticking, 45 seconds remaining here in the map. The New York Subliners hold it together, and you take a 3-0 lead in the grand finals.
I mean, you can't breathe. You have everything coming your way. You're getting killed at every section of the map. You spawn in, and there is fire everywhere around you, and you just get fried. Skies through the smoke. That's a 5 spree. This might be a 3-0.
Here we go. The clock has gone red. 20 seconds to go. The New York Subliners about to put Ultra to bed here on Hotel once again. Priester kills all over the place. They've managed to get onto B. Only one man for now, and it's Hixie. Oh, he's gone. Skies, what a peach.
Yeah, and Hixie didn't have a trophy, and you still have players in top bedroom. Kismet shoots another player in the back. Nobody ready for these gunfights. 10 seconds to go, and Kismet again is here.
Sensational play from Kismet. Final 5. No one there. This one is done. Throw in the towel. Toronto Ultra have been absolutely eviscerated. A 3-0 lead in the grand finals. As the Kings of the North have been made to look like paupers so far.
The best control team in the game on their very best map just got picked apart again. New York Subliners, 100-point club in the hard point, 6-1 utter domination in the search and destroy, and a 3-0 in the control. I don't know what to say. A lot of smack was talked.
Oh, yeah.
maybe some early regrets. This has been a devastating series. I mean, Kismet's been frying the entire time, but how about a Hydra there on the map 3? 28 kills, 3,100 damage. He is adding to his highlight reel collection. I mean, Hydra simply snapping like that. There is nothing you can do.
Not a whole lot you can do. This is your regular season MVP. 3,000 plus damage. That's very good at this high level. Look at the highlights now of that Greenberg Hotel control. A chance. I mean, I'm starting to get a little nervous. Not only for the result of the tournament, but of the AI prediction.
Position, and you lose literally in the final moment. That's how you lose round number 2, and then round number 3, Hydra started to do things like that. I mean, Kleenex, put on a class effort. You got to tip the cap, but there's simply nothing Ultra can offer.
But there are still signs of life for Ultra, and again, a team with tremendous amount of composure, despite the fact with 2 rookies here in the grand finals. Scrap, it's been one hell of a year from him. Your 2023 Rookie of the Year, 2 major victories, including an MVP of his own. Can Ultra find the magic that got them here to this moment?
I mean, they're certainly going to be looking for it, but right now we are seeing a very clear difference between a rookie and an MVP. There are not many years where there is a definite, clear-cut best player in the game. Often it is a conversation. Hydra has put that to rest. Without question, best player in the game. There are no arguments. The man is a god.
28 and 17 there on the control. It's the world over reeling as this young Frenchman has taken the Call of Duty world by storm. The very first series we saw him play in Cold War, he defeated Atlanta FaZe. He made the gods bleed. And now, we might be calling him a god by the end of the day.
And talk about an introduction to Call of Duty at the highest level. Ultra fans certainly suffering in this moment because there are no signs of life. Ultra got to fight back. Obviously, a team capable of resolve, capable of bouncing back, but that's throughout the course of the year. Here on Champs Sunday, at Champs in a grand final. This is a different beast entirely.
It's still a long way to go. It's first to 5 here in our best of 9. I mean, the Subliners could not be in a better spot. The Toronto Ultra have been known to us throughout the year for their composure, wonderful comebacks, again, a strong coaching staff, keeping those heads level. Now, it's what Flux was saying in the interview with Lottie before the match started. It's confidence. He's now trying to reinstate that into a team that is certainly going through it.
And, for the benefit of Ultra, we've talked about some of the supposed advantages that they would have, right? They've had their number in control. That didn't exactly go well, but they've had the advantage on Hotel Hardpoint against New York as well. 3 wins to their 2 losses specifically against them. But yeah, I mean, you have to get back to the rhythm, right? You are perfect throughout Hardpoint to kick things off, getting a 100-point club. This is exactly where you got to get the bounce back.
I mean, yesterday it was Scrap saying that the Bulldog was not necessarily the problem. It was Hydra that they needed to shut down. Well, Bulldog came in today and said, hey boys, hold my monster. I'm the problem. 53 and 31 so far in this series. Scrap, he has talked the talk and walked it all year long. Right now, we need to see it get turned around. It's not nice. It's a 0.69 KD in the series.
And I suppose in a very real, almost narrative sense, it's a lot of pressure on rookies in these moments to be the guys that need to step up. But we did see Kleenex, someone who's been here before, step up in that previous map. So there are at least him as a sign of life. Everybody else now needs to play catch up. Everyone else needs to group up around him and seeing if you can fry. But obviously, it is Hotel, ARs. It is incredibly important. You got to be shooting back. So Scrap, a lot of eyes are going to be on him.
Here we go. Our final night here in the Greenberg Hotel. It's been a lot of fun throughout the year. Many fond memories. Many drinks at the bar, many meals out of that very kitchen. We'll see what we're going to get this time round. One final time this year. We play Hardpoint here on Hotel.
You need that bounce back game. Couldn't get it in the control. And obviously, it is a good map for both of these teams. It has been a square up all year long. Very comparable in the stats. A little bit better on the breaks there for Toronto, but you don't want to have to break against the New York Subliners. You want control of this game. You want it early on.
Nice start from Kleenex. We're playing 250 here in Hardpoint once again. And so far, Ultra, opening time goes their way. Priester, though, clawing his way across the map. 3 in a row for P-Dog.
You finally have a good time from Ultra. You finally kill Hydra, you get the opening break, and then it's Priesthood that sets up to shut you down, and it is going to be a long way to go. But for the moment, that kill feed has been living yellow on the left side. Subliners winning everything, the team shots and teamwork consistently on point.
Here we go, Hydra dancing Here's the teamwork. Ultra, they find the kills, and they're right back in it. Hixie, nice two-piece from him. 15 seconds remaining on the hill. We go over to Nu.
And he flipped the spawns and stabilized as well. So Ultra, again, nice little bounce back moment, but that's also two players that are going to fall. And now New York are putting pressure on both sides of the map to try to approach this hill from all angles.
Over to the lobby now. A very large, wide open hard point. But for those ARs, what a catch! Hydra got stuck by Kleenex there. Nice kills. However, the subline is still one man in the... Whoa! Okay.
And a very interesting battle that we have is Kleenex versus Hydra. When Toronto have had success against Subliners, he shut them down. Specifically in the gunfights they had in their series yesterday, Kleenex against Hydra had a 1.47. Hydra had nothing to offer him. Obviously, this series has been different, but Toby been a little bit more on point. Ultra stabilized on P2, and for the first time, basically since the opening break of this series, they have the lead.
Here comes Kismet and Skies from the spa. The cucumbers are off their eyes. Or are they? Insight on a 5. Can he get the 6th kill? That will get him a cruise missile. Very handy here on hardpoint.
And you had Kleenex that stepped up in the previous map. Now it's Insight maybe taking his turn, trying to find some extra kills. And Scrap looking for the next one as well. A little standoff against Skies. The patience pays off to get the extra kill, and you set yourself up on this rotation. Admittedly for Ultra, it's only 2 players nearby. They got a long way to go.
Ultra done great so far. A wonderful lead. First time we've really seen this happen in the series so far. Over to the kitchen. Tiny little hard point, up close and personal. That's where Kleenex likes it. Now trying to make the entry.
He just doesn't have too much support right now. He needs to wait a few more seconds for his teammates. They're all grouped up together. Here comes the push.
1, 2, 3. Here we go, boys. Flying in. Takes Kira. Nothing. 3 clean down in the feed. Subliners hold.
Every single player on New York doing their job, winning your individual gunfight. And Insight now, desperate for the cruise missile, has to pump the brakes. And again, reposition in wait. Standoff against Hydra. Woo! There's the cruise and potentially the entry.
Wow!
You gotta make this break right now.
Jamie Craven through the stock room, trying to find 1 or 2. Contested boys are in. Magnificent teamwork. Ultra with a break. 15-ish seconds are there.
I was going to say, that's a lot of patience and a little bit of good news, but that is still a wonderful hill for the Subliners overall, and even still a battle for the final few seconds. Hydra wants it, collects the extra little bit of Scrap, and his teammates working on the rotation. Scrap right now in between the pinch.
Out we go to the bar. A longer hard point, more lines of sight. Submachine gun players still having a good time. Toronto Ultra, they are there first. Over to Kismet, cuts him down as well. Hixie now starting to get...
They're not reading the back spawns, though. They spawn behind you. 2 players have worked their way around, and no one on Toronto is turned.
It's not happy hour just yet. The bar is still going to be a dangerous place. No one on Toronto looking this way yet. Eyes on the backside of the hard point. Here comes Priester. Reads it. Taken care of. The clock still ticking in favor of Ultra. Hydra finds an opening. Skies bounces in. Can they get the 3rd? It's on the Hixie to find the contest.
I mean, this is perfect from New York. They're just turning heads. Hydra gets a kill, moves away, sets up his teammate, and Insight, well, he is there to knock you down. Desperate for the final bit of scrap time. Ultra hunting for it. Might be able to get it, but it is a scrappy battle, even for these final 15. But there you go. Clean in the feed. Scrap might be here.
Scrap by name, scrap by nature. Well, we're done at the bar, and now our table at the restaurant is ready. The pre-game drinks are done, and now it's time for dinner. Insight is there, and he is hungry. 10-3 so far. Still with a cruise. Kleenex is there to mop the tables.
Yeah, you got Subliners here first. The Snakes are going to be out and about, and Kleenex taking a route to try to shoot you in the back. And, well, doesn't make the read. Priest there to gun him, and now Subliners trying to stabilize. Hixie, quick on the flank, though, looking for 2 more.
He's flying forward, trying to get the Subliners off this point. ASAP. Skies stays alive. Kismet backing him up. Over to Insight. What a map he's having so far. He gets Kleenex in to deal the damage. How much damage can he deal, though? As nades being thrown all over the place. This restaurant is a bloodbath so far.
Oh, you had Priest taking routes as well. So it is a battle for spawns and a battle for the time. Subliners are going to get all of it. And Priest takes the route, wins the gunfight, and Ultra now spawning so far away. That is the moment where Subliners are going to turn the game.
Final 15 seconds here on the restaurant. Desperately trying to get the members of the Subliners off the point as they are soaking this one away. We've had dinner. It's now time for a walk and a bit of fresh air. We go outside the hard point. Oh no, the knife from Kiz. Low left-hand side of the mini-map. We'll need a moment after that one.
Well, Ultra were in control of the game for a few hills. Subliners have taken it from them. Question is, how far can they go? It is a lead exchange. New York, they have it now.
Wide open hard point, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Here comes the cruise. Big 2 from Insight there with a cruise missile.
Skies, though, trying to at least keep these players at bay. Gets 1 entry, gets the 2nd as well. Gonna set his team up. This is gonna be a quick push to try to retake the time.
There we go. Lead change once again. Ultra back in the driver's seat. Freestar flies forward, gets one. Big crossfire there. Can Kleenex get the job done? I don't think so. He's using a Vaznev, a submachine gun at range. And it's got Hydra in. And now the hard point's New York's.
Oh, both guns in his hand as well. He is ready for every gunfight. All of that effort with the cruise missile to get the time. It's Subliners. They just take it right back. Fourth lead exchange we have seen in this game. Subliners, the momentum again in their favor.
New York take the lead as we say goodbye to the first set of hard points. Now back to the middle. We do it all over again.
And you've got to imagine Subliners desperate just to get this win, or excuse me, Ultra desperate for the win. Right now, they got the time on P1, they got the right side spawns in prime position for these next two hills. Got to win the gunfights.
Another lead change as Ultra now back in the driver's seat. Hydra, devastating effect. Skies, takes care of him. Bit of an awkward back and forth. Ultra once again find the time. Kismet should be able to get them off it here.
He's going to be fighting for it as well, trying to clear out everything. And well, made enough to force him and get him down. Ultra find an extra couple kills. In the meantime, they've lost the spawns, or at least one player in the back, but they have plenty of time to make something happen.
We're on Ultra now with a slight lead, 20 seconds, fighting for new. Let's have a quick check in and see how they sound.
There's one more back.
That was my old.
Spot. Nice, one more new.
Engine door.
Stay on ground.
Engine door, trying to play my life.
Go. They might spawn bed, by the way.
See him engine door.
Someone crossing bed.
Do you not see him engine door, boys? On
He's
new.
gone hold then.
He's not on new.
That's
He's at the back, yeah.
One dead. Nice, I'm one shot.
Spawn me.
I have his spot, watch his spot.
D1 stairs.
I only have a sub here,
The
though.
B control now.
Can you touch range it?
Two B
Yeah, hold
control.
it for a sec.
Guys, I'll spot.
Lobby as well. Lobby and then T1.
Hold for a sec.
Lobby, boys, I'm dead. Lobby and spot. Lobby and spot.
Spot weak, one's lobby.
Hold for a second,
Yo,
boys.
luggage one on top of the desk.
Hold for a second.
Luggage one top of the desk.
Good spot.
Luggage dead.
Nice, one on top of the desk, mid.
Spot, lobby desk.
Spot again. Child luggage.
Oh, luggage weak.
Lobby desk, priest.
Lobby desk.
Spawn on the back
That's
edge.
one mid.
Okay, wait for you to pinch.
Big 30, boys, big 30.
Luggage heady
Yeah,
still.
I'm making a tweak here.
Luggage green, luggage
Still
heady.
luggage. One's lobby as well.
Main point.
Is that it? Smart pillar. Push you.
Spot pillar and luggage.
Yo, D1 pushing on mid, scrap.
Go now.
Pushing lobby. Hit
Oh,
out
yeah,
lobby.
he's
It's
on
gonna be mid. Already pushed up mid, I think.
That's 1P5. I have your front scrap.
Okay.
There's another pillar here. Right, engine door side. Climb.
I have front.
Wait.
I have
I'll kill him for you.
Okay, next to that.
Nice.
Engine on me. That
Nice, we're in.
one spawn.
Yo,
Carry him.
Should be two spawning.
He's in carry now. He's going in storage thing.
Top cat again. He's jumped down bricks. Oh, he's hitting front. To cover him.
You got my help?
Front to cover him.
I'll get you bricks. I'll call you bricks now.
It's two front.
Storage. I'm one shot by the dominated. I got dominated. Storage and cover. Storage and cover.
Quick.
Storage.
Carry him weak.
Side bricks guys up. Top plant.
Yeah, second save. You
What's
can
up,
push one
back
front, so we push one front. Nothing front.
Side,
Nothing
side,
front.
side.
All front. All side.
Make me tweak it.
Come in.
The characteristic comms of Toronto Ultra, incredibly cool chance no matter what the situation.
Well, they were ahead of the rotation, but they just lost the time. The Subliners overwhelming on this hill. Still more square up battles though. Kleenex quick to get nearby, but Priesta again shuts him down. Priesta has been a menace rotating to this side of the map.
Get into that hard point, the New York Subliners might take the lead once again. Final 20. Kitchen is being worked by the Subliners right now. Insight, hurry over towards the new one. He and Scrap with their assault rifles are in position, looking to keep them at bay.
And you get the bedroom spawn as well, so an opportunity to shoot some players in the back. You got Insight taking a deep route. He's responsible for the spawns. A lot of pressure on. They're going hunting, and Kismet is gonna get him. Subliners are gonna flip it. Kismet might just secure the rotation. That is a clean 3 down.
Oh, it's not over yet though. Pixie found a corner. I'm not sure if he got spotted. Lead change again. Hydra taken care of. Now towards the hard point. Ultra turned the attention. Pressure's in. Hixie with a good break. Can Sky stay alive? Another for Hixie. Ultra on the point.
They got 3-man wipe, but they are right back into the time. They don't have the close spawns, but they do have the trophies, and they take down Hydra as well. Ultra, these are the 50-50 fights. It is difficult to stave off this pressure, and Kismet still alive inside of the objective. Flank coming through, though. Scrap and Insight, locking it down. Ultra, this has been their hill.
Oh, wow. Hixie once again. Another big set of kills. Lead change. Ultra this time round into the deepest of business ends we now get here on Hotel.
And this game is going to get frantic as well, because there's potential for this game not to end here on Restaurant, but to get forced to new if Subliners have the advantage. So you got to be worried about spawns, and you got to be worried about the time. These are the situations that set yourselves apart and make champions.
Here we go. 25 seconds for Ultra to get the win. New York Subliners holding it down. Keep that front line as solid as possible. Over to Kismet. He's got a corner. He's got Scrap. New York Subliners hold.
They don't want to give him anything. They want to put him down, looking for their 4th map win. They got the spots to do it.
Holding on still. Here comes another hit from Ultra. Pixie taken care of. Kismet doesn't get any more out of it. That's still the hard point in the hands of New York. 10 for the win. And they put themselves on a tournament point. Kleenex finds himself one. Pixie breaks them open, and now you're in.
Got to think about that rotation though as well, because Subliners, they can fight for the old time. They can rotate towards new. Subliners have the spawns, and now they can fight.
Oh, here we go. Trying to find them on the point now. Priestley can still get it done. They can still find the win. They may have just done it. Final 10. Oh my God, Kleenex has got to go. Gets it done. The contest inside. He has to win this fight to stay alive here in the map. Hydra on the flank. Hydra! No, the chick. Don't worry, boys and girls. That's it. New York have done it. They have somehow turned this entire series on its head. I don't believe what we are seeing. It is 4-0. Championship point. New York Subliners.
Ultra are trying to fight, and it does not matter. They cannot stop the Subliners, can't get anything done. New York right now playing at their absolute finest. All 4 players contributing. This is championship form. This is championship Sunday. 1 map away from Subliners get their rings.
An astonishing, utterly astonishing performance thus far from New York. 4-0. As close as it has come in that map. That's the best we have seen Toronto Ultra look here on this Sunday. And it's Father's Day. And I'm telling you, man, the Subliners, they're the daddies.
I mean, right now, that is absolutely the case. It starts out perfection. They finally get tested, and, well, they end up acing it towards the end. Hydra, again, main slayer, main damage dealer. It is a typical Subliner scoreboard. I mean, 1 map away. They started out this year as winners, looking like they might try to end it as well.
They're going to close it out, potentially here. They only need 1 more, and it's an embassy, search and destroy, that we may crown them champions on. Will Ultra be able to find that magic? We'll find out. For now, boys and girls, we're going to set our minds forward. Don't forget, the World Series of Warzone Global Final is heading to London, September 16th. I'm going to be there. A load of other players are going to be there. It's going to be a good time at the Copper Box. A banger indeed. You can also get involved in that as well if you want. Warzone Mobile. If you are not too keen on the console or PC, get it on your phone. Scan that QR code right now to pre-order and get yourselves in the Verdansk once again, ladies and gentlemen. Well, crazy scenes here in the Thomas & Mack Centre. The Championship Weekend 2023 continues. It may well be 1 more map, or could Toronto Ultra do the unthinkable? Pull it all back. We'll find out after the break.
Las Vegas. What a champs this is. Is everybody having a good time? Nice. Well, right now I'm going to make sure we keep the vibes up in this venue for everybody, because it is time for the Monster Energy Lucky Roll, and somebody is going to get a special prize pack. Do you want to be the Monster Energy Lucky Roll? All right. I need y'all to do something for me on 3. We're going to say Monster Energy, the whole venue. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so does the left side of the venue want it? Does the right side of the venue want it? Coming in from League Ops, I think that the Lucky Roll is on the right side. The Lucky Roll is back here. The lucky roll is right here. Come on down. Right here. Let's pass it down the line. Get these bags going all the way through. The Monster Energy lucky roll. It was all RNG, I promise it, okay? No favorites out here. But there's still another surprise to be had here within the Monster Energy lucky roll. Now, my next question, who has the heavy bag? Who has the heavy bag? What's in the heavy bag? Open the heavy bag, what's in there? I want to see the gift. I want one, whatever it may be. Ah, he got that Skull controller. Give it up one more time for this amazing roll. Give it up for yourselves as well. All right? Now, I know some of y'all are like, man, we didn't get nothing.
Now we have an update from Secret Walls here. Now you might have remembered that yesterday we showed you these incredible art pieces. Well, I have the artist with me right now. Dragon, this is your piece that you managed to complete in 90 minutes. That is such a small amount of time. I'm going to shuffle over and talk to you about this. What was the inspiration? Obviously it's COD Champs, but where did your mind go when you had to create this piece?
This is my character, and it's so very important. It's this trophy and logo, and so I'm so honored to participate to this event.
Love that so much.
My English is a little, sorry.
You're all good. Your English is great, and I'll tell you what, your art is definitely better though. Absolutely incredible stuff. It's so beautiful, and I'm pretty sure every single person in the Twitch chat was gassing this up yesterday. So insane stuff. And Dragon, thank you so much for doing this and participating in it. Shift, I know that you do have Gabe over here as well though.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, this was a competition the other day. Gabe, you went a little bit of a different stylistic change here. You've kind of got a lot more aesthetic stuff happening, but I did notice you got like little details thrown into the mix. So kind of take me through your headspace on this one.
So I wanted to do something that represented where we're at, the trophy and the environment. And I'm a big Call of Duty fan. I play every night with my friends. So, you know, I wanted to go with like a camo background. I'm big on all the camos they got going on. I throw in some elements from Vegas, like dice and playing cards, and kind of like the shine you get when you're here. Like, you know, it's just a different environment. So I wanted to bring that to the table with this.
The whole piece is shining as bright as your jersey today, my man. Props on it. I mean, 90 minutes is no easy feat, bro. It was pretty solid stuff here, Lottie.
It certainly was indeed. These guys have done pretty much virtually the impossible in terms of art here. 90 minutes to complete these massive canvases. Absolutely incredible. Gabe, Dragon, thank you so much. Guys at home, make sure you go follow all of their socials on the screen right now. Get to know these guys. The art is absolutely amazing. But Shift, I think it's time we get back to the grand finals.
The CDL is brought to you by your favorite Orange Bandicoot. Pre-order Crash Team Rumble today. Available June 20th.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 5 here in our grand finals. The 2023 championship match has been incredibly one-sided so far. This is a historic day for sure, for many reasons, Chance. We go to Embassy for Search and Destroy in a moment. There's a look at the VIP section. It's all happening here at the Call of Duty League Championship final here at the Thomas & Mack Center. You can also check out that incredible artwork on the concourse level. Is that LVP? There we go. The whole squad's here. Lots of creators in town as well, enjoying what has been an unforgettable week of Call of Duty action. And Chance, I cannot believe what I'm saying. It could all end on this map.
Yeah, all I know is it has been an hour and 25 minutes since this series started. This best of 9 might end quicker than a lot of best of 5s. New York Subliners are in a hurry to collect their rings. They've been waiting all year to get it. They don't want to waste any time.
One more Search and Destroy is all New York needs. 6 rounds. And they leave the building as legends. Toronto Ultra. If there is ever a time to mount the comeback, you've run out of chances.
This is round 1, by the way, and Subliners just tripled up through mid just to get players in position. So Hydra already in a prime spot. Kismet, the exact same, but Hydra gets blooded. Ultra at least get the first blood. Traded out instantly. That's bombed down.
Back and forth, 3v3. Here on Embassy. Skies has used this sniper rifle all year long to hit some incredible moments. Kleenex just above him. Will we see another?
You have Ultra almost waiting for a kill to fall in their lap. Insight waiting for a push. Kleenex Ready for the kill. There's number one. There's number two. Gets traded out. It is a 1v1. Talk about a moment. Ultra need this.
Kismet versus Insight. As close as you like. The bomb on the far side of the map. Ultra need to secure it and then try to get a plant. The clock is ticking, 30 to go.
Good news is Insight does have the dead silence. The bad news is maybe getting hunted. Insight has the intel, has the kill. That is a round. Toronto Ultra desperately needed.
Tiniest little tip of Kismet's head spotted as he leapt past the door there. That was enough to give Insight the round. And it is moments like that that you will remember for a long time. 1 round to Ultra.
And Ultra again getting the first blood. Hixie able to collect it on Hydra. You've heard their game plan. That's the man that they want to shut down. Took care of business in round number 1. York's turn to attack.
Here we go. Kismet with a bomb. A bomb site gets a lot of love here on Embassy, where it has historically. Kleenex. First blood.
Oh, nice coverage as well. Yep, Kismet was going in for the trade. Hixie covering his boy.
They saw the bomb go down as well. So that's a massive moment now for Ultra. They're going to set up and keep eyes on that body. Big win from Kleenex again. 2 on the round. All down to Hydra.
For the 1 versus 4, and look at Ultra. They have swarmed. They have everything covered. They've cleared out so much of the map, you almost know he has to be in top PD.
Hydra has to kill all 4 of these players in order to win the round. Or somehow grab that bomb under the watchful eye of Scrap, and Hixie, what a sensational round from him. Gets himself 3.
And you are down 4-0 in map count, and Kleenex still playing hyper aggressive. 4-1 start for him, flies through P2, looking for that early aggression. And again, they're making the reads. Kismet flies out to go for the trade. Hixie has him covered. Stack is on point. Toronto Ultra, 2 in a row.
Pressure on for the rookies. Not a lot of rookies win a ring in their opening year. Hixie and Scrap looking to add themselves to the history books here today.
Shallon,
Scrap. That is an incredibly confident play to make. That might be a turning point here in the map.
He's been doing it all weekend, and now Toronto, man advantage, and add an extra one to the pile. Kleenex takes down Hydra. Cheeky shot right there, but Kleenex, opportunity, get the bomb down. I think only Kismet trying to make that play.
Kismet, he's making his way through the middle of the map. Here he goes, hunting. Bomb planted, 45 seconds until detonation, all down the skies. This is going to be tough, mate. Good luck, have fun. Insight gets 2. Toronto find their 3rd round in a row.
That is everything you've ever wanted. Right now, almost speed running the Embassy. These have been very quick rounds, nice and collected. Scrap, we've seen this chow from him multiple times just throughout this tournament alone. On point with the sniper rifle, on point with the round, and again, Kleenex, he's able to take down Hydra. That is where Ultra have their most success. Got him there in that round as well.
Yep, Ultra certainly looking to expedite the visa process. Hixie and Insight from the United Kingdom. Kleenex from Denmark. They know all about visas. Let me tell you, boys and girls, 3-0 so far.
Sky's looking for the bounce back response. Little sniper off. Scrap's going to be down low. Looks like he has an attack 56 in hand, and Scrap's playing for the right window angle. Skies needs to be on point with it, make the read, hit the shot. First blood Subliners.
Wait a minute, now we look at another one. Lovely work from Skies there. Kleenex tucked away behind the door, no problem. That bomb site is certainly open for now. He's just waiting, checking. Anyone there is going to give the all clear to go.
And he might be a distraction. This is double players jumping out. The tag team is there. You get the extra blood and maybe catch Kleenex on rotation. Weird timing in the moment. Kleenex gets the kill but gets traded. 3v1. Bomb's going to go down. All up to Insight.
Insane reaction time there from Kismet, and it's the sniper of Skies that gets New York on the board. 3-1.
Get the response, you stop the bleeding, and again, the homework always on point. Skies, as soon as he gets the first one, sets his teammates up. Perfect double chows for the next few, and Skies clearly, he's shooting.
We swap sides again. Ultra attacking round. They've built themselves a nice lead so far. What bomb site are they going to go for? 2-2 split. Classic move towards the B zone.
This is 3 players, by the way, already through P2. I don't know if Ultra spotted him on the cross, but no one is turned to watch this flank. This is coming through at lightning speed. Subliners don't want this bomb to go down.
Missing any time whatsoever, and if you go towards that back alley where you're in trouble, Hydra tagged up. Ultra now scrambling to try to find something here. Kismet's first blood makes this a little bit more difficult. The bomb has been planted though. Hixie makes it a 3v3. Eyes on the bomb, that's the prize.
And I think the bomb is planted for PD as well, so Subliners almost have that under complete control, so they have a massive opportunity for this round.
30 seconds and it goes bang. Kismet on a 4 spree. 25 seconds to go.
And this is the play. Hydra's going to be up top PD, waiting for these players to chow. So Insight's creeping up for the bomb checks, but now they have the intel.
Here comes the play. Priester and Kismet flying forward. They've done it. They've cleaned up at least one. All down to Insight. Who has to win this fight? He got! Priester gets on the bomb. A few seconds to spare. The Subliners. What a retake.
And that is a unique strat as well to pull out. 3 players on the flank instantly, played to perfection. Hydra again waiting in the wings, knows they're going to have to check the clutch spots, and Subliners might have come down to the wire on the timing. Still played to perfection, reaction time still on point. That is a beautiful round coming out of New York.
New York are 1 round away from tying it all up after the wonderful opener from Ultra. They've been a little quiet in the retakes. Kismet as well is 1 kill away from a cruise missile.
Yeah, think about that. Ultra, all the momentum for their 3-0 start that they had, and the Bulldog turns up. Kill away from a cruise. Skies' snipe clearly has been on point. It's a battle between him and Scrap. Scrap has the boomstick.
Eyes up. This is a big moment. The winner of this snipe-off will help determine how the round goes. We might see that a little bit later on. Meanwhile, in the men's room, Kismet gets a cruise.
And honestly, you could call it in. You already have a player like Hydra in position with dead silence popped. I mean, Hydra honestly has bought you so much map pressure as well. You could single out Insight. You could single out Scrap.
Scrap. Big
nice win.
Gets it done. 3v3. Skies, the immediate bounce back. Insight back at it again as the pendulum keeps swinging in this 2v2.
Priester though, common. He knows everything is going to be clear top AC. Waiting for the next gunfight to roll through. You got Skies making moves up through tennis as well.
Still trying to get that bomb down, and it is in the back pocket of Priester. Skies now quick reposition. Can he cover his teammate to get the plant? 25 on the clock. That's one of the hardest shots to hit in this game. Not for Priester at that range though. Can we turn it into a 1v1? Kleenex going toe-to-toe with P-Dog. 15 seconds, buy his team the time.
You don't want him to plant. You don't want him to plant. Skies just wants to hit the shot, and he's actually going all the way around. He's just run out of dead silence.
Uh-oh. This might hurt. And hurt it did. A slight misstep. Iron will and incredible resolve. The Subliners have tied it up 3-3.
And similar to a moment we had in the hotel search and destroy, Kleenex almost not putting himself in a spot to be able to clutch the round. He let the dead silence run out. He never tried to make the play. Didn't trust himself to fly out top AC, and, well, 3 in a row for the Subliners. Cruise missile in hand.
That's a massive advantage on a map like this. Both bomb sites relatively open. It's only going to be the trophy systems that are able to defend against that, and choosing the time is going to be a tough one. Hydra. What a win to start the round off.
Coming the king, you best not miss. Hydra fries them. Massive man advantage. This is looking like 4 in a row. Hixie, last man standing.
Hixie, what can he do? He can make it a 1v2. The Subliners still with a massive advantage. They have the bomb down on the wrong side of the map and less than a minute to go for Hixie.
I mean, the good news is he does have dead silence, and 50 seconds is plenty of time to work with, but bad news is gonna get spotted on the cross, and
sugar.
That nade's not killing anything.
Killing time right now, and that's the one thing Ultra sorely need. Hixie, forward he goes.
And it's the rookie. So much pressure on his shoulders.
Checks this, all good. Kismet, no, I didn't see it. We still have dead silence to go, so in this 30-second moment, with the bomb recovered, Hixie has a chance.
Just pop Eddie and go.
What a moment for the rookie if he gets this one. Slight exchange. He has to take the fight, and he knows it. Clock's ticking, and that's it. An impossible situation to be in. Hixie, there was a slight window. The Subliners slam it shut and take the lead.
I mean, the plays I'm seeing right now, it feels like Ultra knows what their fate is going to be. Kismet is taking it to him. You have Hydra 2 and 6. Scrap said you shut him down. That's the way to beat the Subliners, and instead it's Kismet responding. 9 and 4, has the cruise, goes on a tear. That is 4 rounds in a row. 2 more in New York get their rings.
Skies with snipe. That could not have been any closer. He's going to leave this position for now. He'll come back a little bit later, dodge all the nades. Like clockwork right now for the Subliners.
Well, now he pops dead silence just to get caught. Double digits for Kismet, there to shut him down.
Hydra unable to escape his fate there, over to Scrap. I can hear the cruise in the background. Scrap, gone. Skies, what a beautiful shot that was. The cruise missile doesn't amount to much, but that's fine. Information gained, Insight and Kleenex, you're next.
And they know one player's over towards A as well, so Priest has been chilling with the bomb, top PD. They're waiting for Ultra to make a mistake. York still have the power positions.
Kleenex is in a great spot here to take care of Priest, should he go for that bomb. Kismet will be able to get that trade. 40 seconds to go.
The question is, do they know? Kleenex is the guy that's going to have to make this play. Him and Insight, longtime teammates working together.
Big moment here. That trophy tells you a lot. Quick reposition from Insight. Clock ticking now, 30 seconds on it.
And this bomb is going towards A. Insight trying to wrap back. Kismet sent in for the kill. He's going to get it.
Oh my word, 1v3. Less than 20 seconds to go here. Kleenex finds one. It was not the bomb carrier. The bomb will still get planted now. Skies eyes on with that snipe. 1v2.
He's taking routes. Both these players, though, long-range guns that they have, and Kleenex has taken a very long route.
The big deal. Kleenex has got time. And the 1v2, nades up. Is this going to help? Has to win 2 massive fights. Empty pockets. 1v1! Tobias Juul-Johnson! The Great Dane finds the equalizer when Ultra needed it so sorely.
Desperate for a lifeline. Kleenex gives you exactly that. A 1 versus 3 to stop the bleeding. And the nerves right now out of control. No time to waste though. Gotta get back right into this next round. Ultra on the attack.
Deuce, 4-4, first to 6. For the Subliners, for the championship. For Toronto Ultra, the lifeline in the series.
Going back for the chow. Might go for the quick one, see if he can peek. Sky's ready for it! Takes him down for the first blood.
Nixie can't get it done either. The Subliners now soaring forward. Destiny is in their sails in this 2v4.
Longtime teammates have to clutch again. Insight and Kleenex working together. Plenty of time. Almost no hope. 2 players for the Subliners doubled up bottom PD. All the lanes are covered.
There's no way. Skies might be able to find a second, spot it out.
And all you have to do if you're the Subliners is just get the intel from both bomb sites. It's Skies for one, Priest for the other, and then tell your teammates beneath to activate once you have the intel.
The 2 players below Kleenex can be the big problem. They're not going to be able to get involved in this fight real quick, but he has to be decisive. Priest gone. What a veteran play! The tactical retreat. Priest eats him alive. Insight now has been destroyed. The New York Subliners are 1 round away from the championship.
New York Subliners have woken up, responded to the pressure, and are speed running Toronto. 1 more round. They are your champions.
The front side of the Thomas and Mack Center starting to swell with Subliners fans. They can feel it coming. Was the script written? It wasn't written by a human, it was the AI. Is this the rise of the machines, the rise of the Subliners? Hydra finds 2. We've never seen anything quite like this. 2v3.
It's the ARs for Toronto. They need to clutch. So much time for the Subliners to pick them apart. A gift of a hit marker. And Scrap has made it into position. But man advantage right now for the Subliners looking for the kills.
Scrap backs up. Kismet, what a moment for you. What a tournament for you it's been. Can you find this kill and give your teammate the most overwhelming advantage on the approach? No, Scrap spoils it. Now a 2v2.
And he's got bomb down as well. Has to know he has that intel.
Inside versus Kismet. Kismet's gonna do it. Now it's all down to Scrap. The rookie lives to fight for another moment. Has got to defend for 30 seconds. He has eyes on the bomb. Skies and Kismet now. The pressure mounting. Can the young rookie do battle? No! I don't believe it! He talks shit. He gets hit. Kismet unwavering in the 1v1. He doesn't back down. He takes the challenge head on. I cannot believe it. We've never seen a grand finals like this. In a New York minute, the Subliners are your 2023 champions. They started their year as champions. They finish as champions. One of the best seasons of all time. Hydra MVP the whole year. Kismet taking things personally. They opened up the Hydra with an absolute dagger, and they never looked back.
They didn't look back once. They never gave up a single opportunity. The Subliners, in the most disgusting season they could have had as a team, 2 major victories. Regular season MVP Hydra, it's all there. It was the makings of an unbelievable run. It was already written. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 champions, the New York Subliners. I'm a little worried about the fate of the human race after that one, but we'll see.
Wow! Las Vegas one more time for your New York Subliners, the Call of Duty World League champions. Wow! It's time to get this trophy presentation started. And I got Daniel Tasai here to help me out, General Manager of the Call of Duty League.
Thank you, Blaze. Thank you, Blaze. And thank you to this amazing crowd here in Vegas these past 4 days. You've all been a part of the biggest event audience we've ever had, which is only fitting to cap off the most viewed season we've ever had in COD Esports history. That's thanks to all of you. We truly appreciate all you fans. And for such a historic season, it only makes sense we have a historic team winning. Winning Major 1 wasn't enough. Winning Major 5 wasn't enough. This team wanted 3 championships in 1 year. Incredible. And so I want to congratulate the entire Subliners organization, Farzam, Coach D-Real, Coach Sender, amazing job leading these men. And to these 4 players who have truly embodied that New York grit, Priesta, Skies, Kismet, our MVP Hydra. You truly are the best team in the world, and so I'm proud to announce that our 2023 Call of Duty League champions are the New York Subliners. Guys, trophy's all yours.
Wow, wow, wow. I gotta come in here and talk to the boys. P-Dog, you are a Call of Duty World League champion. How do you feel?
Oh, fuck, it feels amazing, man. I've had a lot to do it. I'm so glad we pulled through this time, man. This seems fucking insane, and we did it in a 5-0 fashion, man. Like, I'm on top of the world right now.
On top of the world, a 5-0 fashion. That was not easy to do. As I move on down the line, Skies, you're still over the moon.
Nah, I knew we were gonna win, to be honest. Like, after Scrap said that when we lost, I was waiting for him to show up in the finals. I don't know where the fuck he went.
I don't know what happened. How you feel right now being a champion?
I feel good. No, we honestly deserve this. We've all been putting so much time. Like, we've been going into 10 a.m. days, staying till like 8 p.m. We've been doing like 10 hours a day minimum. We've just been grinding so much. We deserve this.
You guys definitely do deserve it. Did they deserve it, Las Vegas? Now, all hail Hydra, your MVP of the league and the best Call of Duty player in the world from France. How Hydra, how do you feel to have that ring?
I feel nice.
Hydra, is there anything you want to say in French to your fans out there?
I appreciate you guys. No one could have shut me down today, I guess.
I don't think they could.
Yeah, I just feel amazing right now.
Hey, yeah, you're on top of the moon, bro. Congratulations here. Let me scoot on down, move on down to the end. Can I get a The Bulldog is here. And I want to just take this time, you know, firstly, let me just ask you, Kismet, just talk your talk, bro. How you feel about this one right now?
I'm gonna keep it cool. There was an interview, you know, he talked his talk. I let the gameplay speak, and it was a flawless sweep, so.
I love that from you. I love that from you. But now, I'm gonna give you something else to talk about. Because, ladies and gentlemen, your MVP of the Call of Duty Champs is Kismet! Bro, when it comes down to being a leader, and not just a leader on the SMG, taking on this squad, putting the pressure on your shoulders, having your brothers' backs, and the performance in which you had in those 5 maps on this stage made you the MVP. What does winning this trophy mean to you?
It means everything. I mean, it feels good to win this. I know Paco said it when he won the season MVP. I mean, this is all teamwork. The guys back there, the coaches, Troy, Javed. I mean, we did not win this by myself, or they didn't win this. You know, I mean, it was all a team game. Yeah. So, I don't know. It feels great being a part of something like this. And I don't know, man. It feels awesome.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, everybody. One more time in the chat, in the venue, all around the world, give it up for the champions, the New York SUBLINERS!
Incredible stuff here for the first time in Call of Duty Champs history. We have a clean 5-0 sweep. Nameless, we saw a 3-0 sweep about a decade ago, but nothing impressive on this level like what we just saw from the SUBLINERS.
What a spectacular performance. We all saw the interview this morning, what Kismet had to say about Scrap. You don't talk crap, and he took over, setting the tone. Map number 1, they used that as fuel through the rest of the series. The New York SUBLINERS putting their stamp on this season as the certified best team by a mile.
And Ali, we got to talk about Priesta, right? His 3rd Champs Grand Finals appearance. He has 2 silver medals. Finally, the young man gets his ring tonight.
He was due one, right? You talk about a player like that, this would have been his 3rd time, possibly placing 2nd, putting his foot down in the series with the rest of New York SUBLINERS. Can we talk about the size of that trophy? It is literally like half the body mass of all the players on that stage. Incredible stuff out of New York SUBLINERS. I also want to touch on 99 kills in this series. The Bulldog took over, rightfully such MVP.
And you saw this coming. You told us on the desk placer, you're the only one who picked the SUBLINERS. Did they live up to the hype?
They 100% lived up to the hype. Congratulations to all of these guys, the New York organization, the coaches, their performance coach that's been with them all year. You see him on stage holding that trophy. They've built something special over there. I spent some time on the SUBLINERS. I'm just so happy for every single person on that organization.
Crim6 also tweeting, you know, he didn't have the best time while he was there, but he is proud of the growth from the individuals, the staff. Everyone on SUBLINERS have been grinding up for this moment, and they're walking away with the perfect finish to a Champs run.
Yeah, and $1 million, Chris. You cannot forget that. That's obviously a massive W for these guys. But what a system that they have. You have the superstar in Hydra. You have the supporting role players who can take over at any moment. I mean, they were top 4 in all 3 game modes the entire season. Truly a well-rounded team, and they put it together at the right times in the season.
They won half of the tournaments this year. They won 3 out of 6 and topped it off with a ring. It does not get much better than that.
And they, of course, get the Champs jackets to celebrate. If you see them out tonight, drinks are on the Subliners.
Yes, they are.
Crushing it, the Millionaires here in Call of Duty. It's amazing what a game has done for these four and everyone cheering them on live here in Las Vegas. Allie, what are you going to take away from the Subliner season?
I mean, I just love how consistent they were throughout the entire event. We make the joke about the sandwich that was New York Subliners winning Major #1, which nobody really expected, right? And then coming out hot in Major #5 as well, after they kind of flew under the radar for a little bit in a couple of months. So New York Subliners now having 3 event wins, one of them being the world champs. I mean, there's nothing better, right? That's what we're going to remember them by. I mean, just great stuff from them throughout the entirety of the season.
After early struggles in the online qualifiers, some people in chat calling for team, maybe a roster change. They come out, silence the haters in Raleigh. They have their lowest placing of the season right in the middle of the year, and then they come back to win the last 2 events of the season. Ridiculous run from the Subliners, and without a doubt, this is the best Call of Duty team on the planet. They took down all the juggernauts in their way.
Absolutely. They hunkered down, they figured it out, and that's what a true team does. They were terrible at search and destroy, Majors 2, 3, 4. They figured it out. Hydra got to another level, and then they became the best at that game mode, beating Atlanta FaZe in 3 to take Major 5. And then we get to this tournament. They lose to the Toronto Ultra 3-0 dominating fashion. How do they respond? It's tenacity and the hard work to get that victory. They deserve it.
You brought it up right there, and you talk about being a complete team. Skies and his team, I saw him at 8 a.m. every morning. They were getting breakfast, even if their match wasn't until later in the day. You talk about building chemistry and building teamwork, that is how you do it.
Subliners going all in, and they get paid for it. $1 million in the bank, the brand new trophy, and of course, the MVP honors for the postseason going to that man, Kismet, the Bulldog, holding it up in front of the fans. Let's take a look at some of this man's numbers and the highlights. There were multi-kills galore in this final series. What did he show you, Allie?
I mean, the search and destroy alone. I mean, that guy was like 13 and 5 at some point. Kismet has consistently been the glue for this New York Subliners squad. Whenever they needed somebody to step it up, it was this guy. It was Kismet. And not only that, every time we talked to him, it was humbling. It was, you know what, we're here as a team. All of us are here to play for each other and together. And it's not just one person doing everything on the map. And I really saw that throughout the entire season.
I think Kismet is the ultimate superstar compliment, like the best teammate. I would love to play with a guy like this. You know, he's always got the passion, he's got the drive. When you are having an off series, he can absolutely take over. You know, he's a guy who inspires everybody sitting next to him, and that's what led to the victory, man. You cannot give him any fuel. You give a guy like that some fuel, he's gonna run with it, and he's a playmaker. He will do the dirty work, and he will still pop off. Absolutely deserving of this reward.
I remember first interviewing him all the way back in Minnesota when he was on Paris Legion. He had that fire in him then. He has it now more than ever. 1.45 in search and destroy as he drops double digits in the final SND to raise that trophy.
Welcome to the Champs MVP Club, Kismet. It's something that not a lot of people have done, and it's something that I guarantee you he's going to be telling his grandkids about.
Absolutely. Clay, you've seen him all season. How would you describe this man, and what does everyone else need to look out for from the reigning MVP champ?
He just knows what's going on at all times. He understands the game at a very, very high level. He keeps his team composed. He makes sure that their tactics are structurally sound. He makes sure that everybody's on point. And I think that's what's so special about Kismet is not only can he do all that, but he can also drop numbers. He's got some bark to that bite, you know?
Congratulations to the coaching staff, the players, and everyone behind the Subliners organization. Their first World Championship here happens in Las Vegas for the 2023 season. We got to take a look back, though, at this scuff play of the game for the grand finals. And this one, we decided we should just make it the 5-0, the first ever perfect sweep and a best-of-9 for a grand final, Allie.
I mean, what's insane about this is those first 3 maps, like there was not a blood of life coming from the Toronto Ultra. New York Subliners came out on that Hydro, and Kismet showed why it is his map and why people typically don't want to play New York on it. And then we move into the hotel search and destroy, where you think Toronto would have the edge. Once again, it was kills and plays like that from Skies. 2 pieces galore from everybody on the side of New York Subliners.
And you could tell, man, Toronto Ultra looked shook, especially when we get to that hotel S&D. They didn't know what to do. Kismet was making plays left and right, 1v2s. New York was just running over them in this series. And when you looked at the map layout, you thought Toronto Ultra would have some edges, especially in those hotels. This is a series all season long that Toronto Ultra has dominated, but the type of energy that New York came out with today, no one was stopping them.
Subliners making the plays that matter. Everyone contributing to the dub tonight. Priesta picks up his first ring alongside the first international player to do it, Hydra, making his statement here for the country of France, making everyone at home proud.
Yeah, that's a massive W, man. I never thought we'd see somebody from Europe get a ring in Call of Duty. That the other regions in the world, they're turning up, they're showing up, and they're dominating.
Let's take a look at your bracket. How did New York make it to the grand finals? Well, it wasn't a pretty road. They started down 0-2 to the Rocker in that first round of the winners bracket. A reverse sweep set up the match against Optic, and that's where they started to find their confidence. A 3-0, though, set them up against Atlanta FaZe in our elimination final, and it was that victory that gave them the energy they needed entering our championship Sunday.
I think Subliners took advantage of the format, right? Previously, a couple years ago, there might be an advantage from that winners bracket, but now it's a veto advantage. You don't get a map, you don't have to play 2 best-of-5s, you just play a straight-up series, and I think Subliners really just took that by the horns and ran with it.
12-team league, 8 teams made it to champs, and here's how they got paid out. $1 million going to the Subliners, $660,000 to Toronto Ultra, Atlanta FaZe, and Seattle Surge, finishing in your top 4 for the 2023 MW2 season. What a run for all of our teams, and what a finish here in Las Vegas. A big shout out to all the fans, and for everyone watching online, get your drops in right now. I'm trying to stretch for you.
Yeah, get your drops in, man. Get your drip. I'm gonna be on rank play. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going home. I'm streaming some rank. It's gonna be a grind. I'm trying to be like Hydra.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for World Series of Warzone as well. But right now, we got to welcome in our family here on this stage. Please give it up for everyone who's been bringing you the broadcast this season. We got Miles, Chance, Merc, Maven, Lando, Studdy, Blaze, Lottie, Shift, Nameless, Ali, Clayster, all contributing to the show. And on behalf of everyone behind the scenes, thank you for tuning in all season. Thank you for making champs what it was. And we can't wait to see you all again next year.
I'm not crying this year.
Thank you, guys.
Let's go, baby.
Wanna reach the top, you gotta dig in. Don't get it confused, win or lose. Either way, you're going to climb mountains. So grab your own hike shoes. Destined for greatness, that's what I choose. I go with an MC, leave the ego bruised. Or get the crowd hype all night, that's right. So shout out to my people who be living the life like champions, champagne on ice. Cause we all the time to do what we like. Focus on my arrival, a beautiful sight. Got it all locked down, all sealed and tight. Never was an easy win, man, I had to fight. Click on the switch, now I got the light. And it's about time, and yes, I'm about to go take flight. We follow you ride, baby. Surprise, baby. We about to take the prize, baby. We follow you ride. One thing I know, you better prepare. Cause it's a never-ending game. So not told, but the players do change. But the rules still the same. Ain't saying that new, but if I knew you, I'd do something new. I grind all night, all day, times 2, times 10, times 10, times 2. Long enough to see the come up, and that's true. Ain't no way I'm staying behind, I break through. Competition, I don't see it, it's rear view. Trust in the dust, that's where I leave you. My game's so sick, it's sneezy, got blue. Upon you, I thought you knew. I just might when the time's right. Probably